Welcome back to Focus on 5, where we are celebrating 70 years of WNEM TV5. Please enjoy this look back at TV5's rich history and legendary broadcasters who have made us who we are today.
Despite all the damage that littered the streets of Frankenmuth, the trees ripped completely out of the ground, the shattered windows, the buildings just leveled, this is still a neighborhood feeling very lucky because nobody here was seriously hurt, though more than a few had the scare of their lives.
The whole house started shaking, and we heard the windows blow out upstairs.
What is your understanding? Was this a tornado, or?
As far as I'm concerned, it was.
Yeah.
We were scared. We were just down in the basement, just trying to stay calm.
The storm knocked out power to almost the entire city. In the dark, using just flashlights, the fire department went door to door, making sure that people were okay.
Down wires all over the place, man. I know.
Wendy List and her family were okay after the storm. Just a few jangled nerves, along with a few busted windows, and this 30-foot pine tree ripped from the ground in their backyard.
There were things blowing against the house. The back door was banging open and shut. I could tell things were flying in the air, but I really didn't realize at the time it was a tornado.
It not only tore through neighborhoods, the storm also hammered the downtown, where evidence of its power was scattered everywhere. The second floor of this business, a hole blown right through the wall. The Frankenmuth Brewery, home of Bad Frog beer, heavy roof damage, and a garage door almost torn off. And that wasn't all. What you're looking at here is, or maybe was, the front window display at Oscar Rouse Furniture, normally a very elegant and kind of upscale furniture store, but not tonight. The windows have been all shattered out, the displays knocked out onto the sidewalk, a couple of chairs here, one over there by the tree. And as you go down here, there's a lamp laying on the sidewalk. The furniture that's left in the window, a lot of it has been damaged. The only good thing about all this is that this storm came through here at 11 p.m., not 11 a.m., when this sidewalk and that store could have been full of customers. They're still trying to add up the damage, a figure that probably won't be in for a while. In the meantime, the city manager was pleased with the way his people and the people of the town handled this crisis.
One thing that is a little bit in limbo is the question of when to turn the power back on, because we got to make sure all the gas connections are off, and we wouldn't want to cause a spark that would cause some kind of a gas explosion.
Just one of the many questions to be answered after a night the people of Frankenmuth will never forget. I'm Sam Merrill, News 5 in Frankenmuth.
Where there should be the sound of birds singing, there's the constant whine of chainsaws. This is the scene along West Arducey Street today as residents continue the cleanup from Friday night's twister. They're still talking about it.
There was no time to react. I just thought it was a severe storm and we probably should head for the basement. There was no warning.
The Grabalik family was lucky. Their damage was minor compared to their next-door neighbors.
I count my blessings. I truly do. They came out, my neighbors came out without a scratch, and we just all stood here stunned.
So did Jim and Ann Allardyce, but the home they lived in the last 34 years wasn't so lucky. The tattered remains of Old Glory only serve as a poignant counterpoint to a home and lives turned upside down.
We called a contractor yesterday to come in, put tarpaulin over it, so we emptied it out. He checked it and he says he couldn't ask his man to come in. It wasn't safe to be on the roof.